People rarely fight about what they say they're fighting about. It's not just the dishes, not just the message left on read, it's the history behind the silence, the pain that was never named. The truth is, we fight when we feel unheard, when we feel unseen. And so the war begins not with words, but with wounds that were never allowed to heal. Some people scream not to be heard, but to protect what's breaking inside. Anger becomes a shield. It's easier to lash out than to say, I'm scared. Easier to accuse than to admit, I feel small. We wear rage like a mask because vulnerability feels dangerous. And under every loud voice is a silent fear, begging not to be abandoned. Fights become about victory, not resolution. We stop listening and start rehearsing our next line. It's not about truth anymore. It's about being right. And every time you raise your voice to prove a point, you're really just shouting over the part of you that feels powerless. Because winning an argument doesn't mean you've been understood. Staying calm isn't natural, it's not passive. It's a deliberate act of resistance in a storm that demands your rage. It's breathing when your chest wants to explode. It's pausing when your pride wants to burn everything down. Calm is a skill, and like any skill, then it requires practice, failure, and choosing again. The moment you stop defending, you start understanding. Ask, what's really going on beneath the surface? What is this person protecting? What am I protecting? Conflict softens when curiosity enters the room. You can't control their reaction, but you can control your presence. And that presence can be disarming. Not every raised voice deserves your energy. Not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes the most powerful response is walking away. Not in weakness, but in wisdom. You protect your peace not by avoiding conflict, but by choosing which ones are worth your soul. Because at the end of the day, calm isn't silence, it's self-respect. You've been dragged into battles you didn't start, fights where love was lost in translation. But maybe now, you fight differently. Not with rage, but with awareness. Not to win, but to understand. If this gave you something to breathe with, if this voice steadied your storm for a moment, subscribe. Because next time it feels like the world is screaming, you'll know where to come back to remember your strength is in your stillness.